Imagine turning on your computer and feeling like the operating system itself is thinking alongside you, predicting what you want to do next, optimizing itself in real time, learning your habits, and quietly assisting you in ways that feel almost futuristic. That is exactly the experience many modern Linux distributions are beginning to deliver. Linux has always been about control, performance, and freedom. But now a new wave of distros is emerging that genuinely feels like AI-powered operating systems. These are not just Linux systems with a chatbot slapped on top, but deeply integrated environments where automation, intelligence, adaptive behavior, and machine-assisted workflows are part of the everyday experience. In this video, we are diving deep into the top 5 Linux distros that truly feel like they are powered by artificial intelligence. Not because of marketing buzzwords, but because of how they behave, adapt, and enhance the way you work and interact with your machine. The first distro that absolutely deserves attention in this space is Fedora Workstation, especially when paired with GNOME and modern AI tooling. Fedora feels like an AI-powered operating system, not because it forces AI features on you, but because it is always at the cutting edge of intelligent system design. Fedora is where many future Linux technologies are born before they spread to the rest of the ecosystem. With every release, Fedora integrates the latest kernels, the newest system services, and experimental technologies that later become standards. What makes Fedora feel intelligent is how seamlessly everything works together. The GNOME desktop environment on Fedora feels like it understands your workflow. The overview-based interface reduces cognitive load by minimizing distractions and presenting applications, workspaces, and search in a single unified view. The system-wide search feels predictive, instantly pulling apps, settings, files, and even calculator results with minimal input. Under the hood, Fedora leverages systemed, groups, and modern scheduling techniques to dynamically allocate resources. Applications that need more CPU or memory get it, while background processes are quietly deprioritized. This adaptive behavior feels very similar to how AI-driven systems manage workloads in data centers. Fedora also integrates container-based development tools like Podman and Toolbox, which create intelligent, isolated development environments that automatically adapt to your project needs. Add AI frameworks like TensorFlow, PyTorch, and Hugging Face tools, which are always up to date in Fedora's repositories, and you end up with a system that feels designed for the future. Fedora is not static. It evolves, adapts, and improves constantly, making it feel less like a traditional operating system and more like a living platform that grows alongside modern computing trends. The second distro that truly feels AI-powered is NixOS. At first glance, NixOS may not look flashy or futuristic, but once you understand how it works, it feels like one of the most intelligent operating systems ever created. NixOS is built entirely around declarative configuration, which means you describe what you want your system to be, and the system figures out how to make it happen. This is incredibly similar to how AI systems operate based on desired outcomes rather than step-by-step instructions. Instead of manually installing packages, tweaking settings, and hoping nothing breaks, you define your entire system configuration in a single file. From installed software to system services, user accounts, desktop environments, and even kernel parameters, everything is described declaratively. The system then builds your OS from that description in a reproducible and predictable way. What makes this feel AI-like is the way NixOS handles changes and errors. If something goes wrong, you can instantly roll back your entire system to a previous working state, as if the OS itself anticipated failure and prepared a safety net. This rollback capability feels almost like time travel, a feature that traditional operating systems still struggle to implement properly. NixOS also eliminates dependency hell through its unique package management system, where every package exists in isolation with its own dependencies. This intelligent design prevents conflicts and allows multiple versions of the same software to coexist effortlessly. For developers and power users, NixOS feels like an operating system that understands complexity and manages it intelligently. It removes guesswork, reduces human error, and gives you an almost godlike level of control over your system state. Once you experience NixOS, it becomes hard to go back to traditional Linux distributions because everything else feels manual and primitive by comparison. The third Linux distro that genuinely feels like an AI-powered operating system is Pop_OS by System76. Pop_OS is designed with productivity and intelligent workflows in mind, and it shows from the moment you boot into the system. This distro feels like it actively helps you work better, faster, and with less friction. One of the most striking features of pop_OS is its automatic window tiling system. Unlike traditional tiling window managers that require heavy configuration and keyboard mastery, pop_OS offers intelligent tiling that adapts to how you open and arrange applications. Windows snap into place automatically, adjusting themselves based on screen size and usage patterns. This feels remarkably similar to AI-assisted layout management, where the system optimizes your workspace without requiring constant manual input. Pop_OS also includes excellent GPU management, especially for systems with both integrated and dedicated graphics. The OS intelligently switches between GPUs depending on workload, maximizing performance when needed and saving power when it is not. This dynamic behavior is something users often associate with AI-driven systems. Pop_OS is also deeply integrated with modern development tools and machine learning workflows. It offers one of the smoothest experiences for running AI models locally, thanks to excellent NVIDIA driver support and system-level optimizations. The system feels responsive, aware, and optimized out of the box, reducing the need for manual tweaking. Pop_OS does not overwhelm users with complexity but still delivers a powerful, intelligent experience that feels far ahead of traditional desktop operating systems. The fourth distro that deserves a spot on this list is Arch Linux, particularly when customized with modern desktop environments and automation tools. Arch Linux itself is famously minimal and manual, but that is exactly what allows it to feel AI-powered in the hands of experienced users. Arch is like a blank neural network waiting to be trained. You start with almost nothing and build exactly the system you want, optimized for your hardware and workflow. What makes Arch feel intelligent is how closely it aligns with automation, scripting, and continuous optimization. Arch's rolling release model ensures that you always have the latest software, kernels, and drivers, making it an ideal platform for cutting-edge technologies, including AI frameworks. The Arch user repository acts like a massive collective intelligence, where thousands of users contribute scripts and packages that automate complex tasks. Once you integrate tools like system monitoring dashboards, AI-based code assistants, voice recognition software, and intelligent notification systems, Arch becomes a highly personalized, adaptive environment. Many Arch users automate system updates, performance tuning, backups, and even system healing scripts that detect issues and fix them automatically. This level of customization creates an OS that feels alive and responsive to its user. While Arch does not provide intelligence by default, it enables users to build an operating system that feels smarter than almost anything else available. The learning curve is steep, but the reward is a system that behaves exactly the way you want, anticipating needs and adapting constantly. The fifth and final distro that truly feels like an AI-powered operating system is Ubuntu, especially in its modern versions combined with AI-focused tools and services. Ubuntu has quietly transformed into a platform that integrates intelligence at multiple levels, from cloud to desktop. Ubuntu's strength lies in its massive ecosystem and integration with enterprise, cloud computing, and AI development. The desktop experience has become smoother, more predictive, and more refined over time. The system-wide search in Ubuntu feels fast and context-aware, pulling results from applications, files, and system settings almost instantly. Ubuntu also integrates Snap packages, which allow applications to update themselves automatically and securely, reducing maintenance overhead. While Snap is sometimes controversial, it undeniably contributes to a more intelligent and self-managing system. Ubuntu shines even more when you consider its role in AI development. Many machine learning tools, frameworks, and cloud services are built and tested primarily on Ubuntu. This means that running AI workloads on Ubuntu feels natural and well supported. From local LLMs to computer vision projects and data science pipelines, Ubuntu handles complex setups with relative ease. Combined with tools like Docker, Kubernetes, and cloud integration, Ubuntu feels less like a traditional desktop OS and more like a gateway to intelligent computing environments. Ubuntu's long-term support releases also bring stability and predictability, allowing the system to learn and improve without constant disruption. When you step back and look at these 5 distros together, a clear pattern emerges. Linux is no longer just an operating system for running applications. It is evolving into a platform that adapts, learns, and assists. Fedora feels like a glimpse into the future of intelligent system design. NixOS feels like a declarative, self-healing AI brain for your computer. Pop_OS feels like a productivity-focused assistant that optimizes your workflow. Arch Linux feels like a customizable intelligence engine shaped entirely by its user. Ubuntu feels like a globally connected AI platform bridging desktop, cloud, and enterprise computing. None of these distros rely solely on flashy AI features. Instead, they embody the principles of intelligence through automation, adaptability, optimization, and user-centric design. As artificial intelligence continues to evolve, these Linux distributions are perfectly positioned to integrate even deeper levels of intelligence, from predictive system behavior to natural language interaction and beyond. If you want an operating system that feels like it belongs in the future, these 5 Linux distros are not just options. They are experiences that redefine what an operating system can be.